Richard Babb is a passionate photographer with a keen eye for detail. Richard creates content with an exceptional range of creative, technical, and artistic imagery. This includes cosplay, glamour, performance art, and fitness. Richard Babb Photography, where life becomes art. Birra Fanelli is a beer based in Italian tradition. It is a high-quality, natural, organic beer passed down from generation to generation. The Birra Fanelli is carefully handcrafted in a plant located in Sorel-Tracy, Quebec. It is truly Italian quality beer.
All right, guys, welcome back to another edition of Sessions with Stef. This is the second session since of the new season. So awesome. I didn't know this, but there's seasons in podcasts, and now I know. I think it's like 3 years I'm doing it. It's the first time we have a season. Hi, Lisa. How's it going?
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you. Good. So how's everyone doing? We're having this is going to be so much fun. Like you just saw before we started this podcast, there's a little clip of our sponsors, and Birra Fanelli, thank you so much, and also Richard Babb Photography, thank you so much for sponsoring us, for everything you do. They keep coming back, helping us the show, getting drinks, cups that we get made. Now we got our logo happening here. Like it's we're moving up in the world. The podcast world is treating us nice, and it's all due to our sponsors and of course everyone who watches and listens. Thank you so much. And now I'm excited because we're starting off with a cheers.
Cheers, man.
Salud.
Thank you.
We're back. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome Pat DiMeo from the Motion Epic onto Sessions with Stef. We had spoken a while back.
Yeah.
It was years ago.
Right.
And it was like, I'd like to have you on my show. And you're like, wow, dude, I'm in and out of town. And this and that. It's kind of hard. And I was so thankful when you reached out and you said, hey, I'd love to talk about it. I checked out your music. You guys, the sound, I love it. It's
Thank you.
Nostalgic because I grew up in that era. And it sounds great because I hear the live, like what I didn't like about 80s stuff was almost, I don't want to say didn't like, it sounded too fake.
Yeah, like too produced.
Too overproduced.
Yeah.
I hear all the live elements in your music.
Thanks.
Mixed in with the 80s vibe, and it's fucking awesome, man.
Dude, I don't know what to say, man. I'm lost for words. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Cheers. And my last guest, Mike Molino, great dude. I don't know why. I guess I didn't want to drink too much. He didn't want to have too many, and I said, okay, I won't force him. But now, the minute I asked Pat, I said, are you okay for a drink? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, we're good to go now.
I mean, I got the energy drink and the whiskey. It's totally fine. We'll
I can
be
drive
okay.
you home. I can drive you home.
Perfect. Sounds good. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So, welcome, Pat. Pat is a part of a band. And vocals, right?
Yeah.
You're a singer.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the band is called the Motion Epic,
right?
Which, as I was saying, has got a really cool 80s vibe. And the songs are awesome. The ones I heard, Heartbreak.
Yeah, the Heartbreakers.
Heartbreak. Great tune. Like,
thanks, man.
Wow,
Thank you.
man.
Yeah.
And I guess you do other projects too. Like,
right.
So talk to me about Pat
Sure.
DiMeo. How did you get started in the music business?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll go way back so like that we can kind of get a context of how it all came to be, I guess.
Okay.
But I started, this is what my parents had told me because I don't really remember.
Okay.
I was like 2-3 years old when I started singing. My mom had bought me a VHS tape of Pavarotti and Guests, I think.
Okay.
Those was like Sting and stuff like that. So she would be so surprised by the fact that I would like watch these films and try to replicate Pavarotti.
Of all people, yeah.
Yeah.
You picked the greatest.
I don't like opera. I don't listen to opera, but it was a weird thing for them. And they were like, what's wrong with my kid? Why is he singing opera at 2 years old? And apparently when I got a little older, I would try to have an audience. So I would call my grandparents downstairs because we lived up on the second floor. And big Italian household.
Absolutely.
And they'd be like, okay, let's, go watch Patrick sing. It was a thing apparently for a while. I don't remember at all doing this. And then I was introduced to, the first movie I ever saw was Back to the Future. So this is where it ties in with the 80s.
First band I ever saw live.
Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis.
Oh my
Jerry
God!
Park, man.
I am so jealous. You have no idea.
That was my
Are you
show,
serious?
man. Yeah, first show ever. Like that. What the
Wow,
fuck? Yeah.
wow. One of my favorite artists of all
Yeah,
time.
man, I love Huey Lewis.
I mean, I didn't get a chance to see him, unfortunately, but because now I heard he has some issues with his voice. But anyway, so the first rock song I guess I was introduced to was Power of Love. Right? And that was another VHS I wore out. Apparently, I'd watch the film and then rewind it to the start and watch and rewind. And to this day, like every time I watch the goddamn Back to the Future films, I can hear the how do I put this? Like the sound effects, the music before it comes. So like I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's like it's poisoned my brain in a way that I can't even watch the movies anymore. Because I memorized them
For sure.
like through and through.
And
so
you learned Johnny Be Good, of course.
yeah, because of the ending, right? Yeah, of course. And so that I think pretty much propelled me. I think at a young age to my father introduced me to David Bowie and Elton John early on.
Sure.
And he would always play it around the house.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins is a big influence. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
Dude, he's so
You guys, I'm so jealous. You have no idea. I wish I was like 10, 15 years older than I am right now, especially with the new generation, everything on the phone and everything. I'd rather have been through that. But anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah, so you would go and do your own shows because you loved it so much. Your parents.
Yeah.
Did they support, like, put you into music?
Well, that's what ended up happening. So my mom and dad, they put me into piano lessons at 5 years old. Okay. But apparently I would come home crying like it wasn't for me. And I wish I could go back in time, reference Back to the Future, and slap myself across the head and be like, do it. Because I could have been very like well-versed in the keys. But unfortunately, it wasn't my thing at that age, and that's fine.
It's no child's thing.
It's tough. I think it was the wrong instrument at that time. Maybe.
Even though I'm like my family's all music. My dad's a teacher. My dad's a music teacher.
Oh, wow.
All he had was students. My brother plays. My sister-in-law played. Like, I was born in musicians.
Holy.
Like
awesome.
I heard scales. My dad had students every night from 6 to 10 in my house. So he had the office and they would come in every night, Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So is this always happening in the background?
I knew scales before I started doing them because that's all and my dad, right?
Wow.
And up until 18, it was soccer. I didn't really care. I didn't care.
Soccer too.
Not that I didn't care. I was doing the lessons, but I was forced. If I wasn't forced, I wouldn't have kept doing the lessons.
Okay.
Then at 18, when it all clicked, then I said, oh, all these arpeggios and all these things I've been doing, it's because I'm taking that solo and now it's coming in handy. And I said, fuck, now I know what I'm missing. So anyways, it's every child needs to be quote unquote almost forced to do it. There's not many that just say, I love it at 5.
Right. No, you brought up a really good point.
But the music stayed with you.
Yes, yeah.
So from the piano lessons, where did it like?
Well, yeah, because I kind of like broke my father's heart. And you're bringing up soccer because he's a huge soccer fan. I still love soccer. I don't know about you, but I'm always watching soccer.
Absolutely.
It's still big in my life, but he really wanted me to go into it, and I broke his heart like when I was like 5, 6 years old because I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. So from there, eventually later on, my parents weren't musical, but my cousins were.
Okay.
And so my godfather, who was also my cousin, I wanted to play drums at around 9 years old. That was the thing. And he got me my first drum kit. Sweet. And so I took lessons for a little bit. I'm still not the best drummer. I think that's what got me into the music a little bit more. Yeah. And I'm just fast forwarding here, but around 14 years old, I started watching American Idol religiously.
Okay, yeah.
And this is where my voice came back into play. Yeah. And so I was like, why am I in the back of the band? Like, this is not me. Like, I want to be a songwriter, you know? I was listening to a lot of Springsteen too. My dad loved Springsteen. Yeah. And yeah, I saw him twice last couple years.
That's a hell of a good show.
Yeah.
Max is one of those.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's
like it's just jaw drop for like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
And then you're like, where did the time go?
Yeah. What just happened?
Yeah. And so, so basically I ended up trying to write my own songs at around 14 years old. And I picked up guitar by learning on YouTube. I realized I was left-handed and not right-handed.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
what kind of was a little scary for me because I didn't have many guitars to choose from at the guitar store because, it's pretty
not many.
much yeah. So, but it was nice because I was able to mirror whoever was playing, and I was able to learn chords better that way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so I just learned chords so that I can be able to sing my own songs. Yeah. And it was really difficult at first, when you're like young and you're trying to play
It's
guitar.
dedication, though.
Yeah,
It's dedication
yeah,
to learn an instrument just so you can sing with it.
Right. It was I remember like every night after school, I wouldn't be doing my homework, and really, my schooling was terrible. Like I got kicked out of university, so that's another story.
Oh, you went to university?
Yeah, but
I didn't make it there.
I tried. They kicked me out. But I would go home and religiously learn, and every night I'd be at it, and just playing, writing, and I was one of those kids that was just like I had friends, but I would just close myself off at night, and so from there I started writing music and officially trying to put out songs on MySpace and YouTube.
Yeah, MySpace.
And at the time, I got my first comment about my voice, and it's so funny. Like I remember, I put up a cover of Rooster by Alice in Chains.
Okay.
It was really bold at 14 years old to do that. And someone wrote in Spanish on YouTube on my YouTube channel, and a comment wrote, "Wow, you really do sound like a rooster." And I don't know what it did to me, but it lit a flame. I was like, "Yeah, screw you,
bastard.
yeah, seriously,
Fuck you.
yeah." I was wondering if I could swear, but yeah, fuck you, man. But he wrote it. He wrote it in Spanish, and I didn't know what it meant, right? But I highlighted it and I Google translated it, and I was like, "Oh, asshole!"
Oh shit! What a prick.
Yeah, and I was like, "Okay, you know what, man? I'm gonna prove you wrong." And honestly, I don't know where that comment went or that video is.
Yeah.
But I'd be willing to go back to that guy and be like, "Thank you," because you literally inspired me.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a story.
Yeah. So then I really forced myself to properly sing, and I was trained by a tenor for a little while. So coming back to opera music.
Nice.
Yeah, and he was really difficult with me, honestly. Like to a point where like I'm pretty tough, but he would make me emotional. Like I would actually cry after sessions. Yeah, he was tough. Like
the classical world is like the jazz world. It's very, very tough.
Yeah.
Classical's even tougher. It's,
yeah.
hardcore. Yeah.
And like he was vocal coach for like Garou and all these guys from Quebec,
Gotcha,
right? So
yeah.
he's a popular artist, Celine Dion. And I'll be honest with you, like what he did was he told me like choose 3 singers that you want to sound like or you think you sound like, and I chose like at the time I was into rock, so like Chris Cornell and Ian Thornley from Big Wreck, and I wanted that husky like tough voice.
Yeah.
And he was like he would make me sing along to the songs, and every time I would hit an off note or not be sure, he would stop me and be like, "No, we're restarting the song," and it would be just so painful. Like I couldn't get through 3 minutes of a song, but like to a point where like I was arguing with him, And I was at this point I was like in my early 20s. I was like, I think I'm cool, bro. Like,
but still, it's hard to get inspired when they don't.
Yeah, you get shot down like that. Yeah. But it was all for good reason. I mean,
of course. It's a teaching style
old school kind of mentality. So I would leave those sessions like just pissed off, and my dad's like, "How'd it go?" And we'd be driving home like fuck this guy, man, he's driving me crazy. But you know what? I look back and I'm like, thankfully he did that, because I really discovered my voice from those sessions.
Okay.
Because I realized that like I was, maybe trying a little too hard. I wanted to be like kind of like an Axl Rose type of singer, which was not me.
Yeah.
And so what ended up happening was I was fronting a lot of bands, and I just felt a little bit out of place all the time. I loved doing it.
Yeah.
But everyone that I met in the industry was like, "Yeah, you got that rock voice, Pat. Like you should lean to the style. You got that Bryan Adams kind of vibe."
Yeah.
But I was always afraid to like go back into the 80s or the 90s style of music that I really truly enjoyed. It was like my guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I would be alone in the car and listening to Michael Jackson and all these like lovely songs from the 80s, like Hall & Oates and stuff. And I was like, I want to be that, but I didn't know how to be that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so project after project, failure after failure, unfortunately, you learn everything through the school of music, right? Like being able to travel and stuff. And I was heading out to Nashville almost every year since 2014.
Wow.
So it's about a little over 10 years now.
What made you pick Nashville?
Because I really wanted to embrace my songwriting a little bit more.
A lot of songwriters.
And meet, some people out there. And I was kind of lucky because one of my good friends, Brittany Kennel, I don't know if you're familiar with her.
Oh, Brittany, yeah. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's great.
My buddy plays.
Mario. Yeah, great drummer too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, I did. I ended up doing a gig with her. Not with her. I wasn't playing with her, but she was playing. We were on the same gig. It was a big foundation, and she played, and we played. I played with a rock band, the '60s rock band. Yeah, super awesome.
Yeah, dude.
So
she kind of influenced me because we were recording at the same studio. We had the same mutual producer, and I started talking with her, and she's like, "Yeah, you should come down. Like, it seems like it would be your vibe. I can introduce you to all my friends and stuff." And I'm like, okay, I'll come.
Yeah.
And so I met with her, and she was great. Like, she invited me to bonfires. I was meeting people left, right, and center, keeping numbers and Facebook friends. And I was so grateful that she opened up those doors for me because it brought me out of my shell a little bit as a songwriter and being able to communicate with other songwriters. Sure. And just even having beers or coffees with other people in the industry 100%. Was really a reason of going down there. Yeah. And learning about the industry. Yeah. So that's like how I kind of lifted off a little bit more and gained some confidence.
Because Nashville's it's known for its country.
Right.
There is a ton of songwriters. It's a music town.
It's a music town. And, I was meeting really interesting people just on accident. Jack White's bass player was just walking around. I'm like, I know him. Should I walk up to him? Should we talk?
That's so funny.
And coolest guy on the planet.
Really?
I met some interesting people out there. That's just on accident, like I mentioned. You'd be in line at Hattie B's or something, and you're like, oh my god, that's this guy,
this
and
guy
this
who
guy,
plays
and that
with
guy.
Wow.
I remember when I went to see Rob Thomas one night, and I forget where he was on Broadway afterwards, and I was like, oh my god, he was 5 feet away. He's one of my favorite songwriters, singers of all time.
Singer, yeah.
I just couldn't do it. I really wanted to go up to him, but I'm sometimes to meet your heroes, you gotta. I don't know. I wasn't in a good place emotionally. I probably would have bawled out, cried, be thank you. So I was, I'm glad that I didn't interact, with some people that I.
Sometimes you're intimidated, not intimidated. I don't want to be a pain in the ass because this guy probably says hi to 10,000 people.
That's
he
it.
Probably just wants to go fucking buy an apple or something.
Yeah.
He just
did his show.
He just finished his show. He wants to chill and smoke a joint or whatever it may be. And I'm going to go, hey, can I take a picture? And
and I didn't want to be that person.
But
I did that before in my younger years. I met Hanson, the brothers.
Oh wow.
They were super cool guys, and but I felt a little bit little much. I was like, picture. It's for what? But they honestly, I have to be honest, Hanson Brothers also gave me some really good advice too when I was young.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
I was talking to them I need your advice because you guys were in the industry since you were babies,
kids,
young. So,
and they still came back. Still the same song, but they came back.
Seriously.
It's a good version though.
Yeah. And they've been releasing records
really?
recently too, and they're really good. Yeah, Mbop threw them up. Going back to the whole story, I guess after Nashville, I would a couple years in, I think it was around 2018. I finally was I gotta do the motion epic. It wasn't titled that before. It was a untitled 80s project on my laptop.
Okay.
That was the folder. And so I called up one of my old friends who's a producer. His name is Andreas. And he's also from Montreal.
Okay, cool.
And I was like, dude, listen, I'm tired of being in band after band.
Yeah. I
really feel that I needed to produce these songs that are sort of my guilty pleasure, and bring these songs to life. So I brought these songs to the studio, and I don't know how to play keys for life, but he does. And so we started referencing songs from the 80s and producing our own material. And, so actually this was late 2017. So going on to 2018, we produced about like 9 songs.
Okay.
And they were sitting in a folder. They were prepared, ready to go. And from there, like all the people that I had met in the industry throughout the years, like just going out to Toronto, Nashville, New York, all these places, I literally emailed everybody that I met individually and wrote them emails. This is a time before ChatGPT, so I would have to write the emails myself. I'm joking, but
I still read the emails myself. I don't know how to use it, but whatever.
But yeah, I reached out to all these people, and I got like really good like thumbs up. Like, Pat, I think you should go ahead and do this. Like, I just needed the confidence. I think. Yeah. And so one of my ex-PR agents, she's the one that helped me title the project. I threw her a bunch of names, and she's like, "I like that epic motion thing," and I'm like, "I think we should switch it around." And so the motion epic, because it was really relative towards the kind of style of music we were doing, which was like, I really feel is sort of like has a cinematic approach to the music. It's very epic and, well, I'm using the same word, but
same word, but
grandiose.
I found the name, the song, it all fit.
Thank you.
I see the project. I see the. There's nothing out of place, you know.
Thanks.
And I'm pretty good at like looking at an artist and say, he's out of place. Like, he's trying too hard, or you know, like. Yeah. I can tell from the songs and from the look of it that it comes from here, and it's something you really enjoy.
Thanks, man.
And
Thank
even
you.
when it comes to the artwork and all of that, like the look of your posts and all of that, it fits the vibe. It fits what it is, you know. Yeah,
branding is a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, I kind of envision the project, like, I'm not an artist, but like, you know, painter. Painter. So I was lucky to meet some, you know, fellas on Instagram that were really into that, and I would like, you write them out exactly what I'm envisioning for the project. Sure. And they were really able to bring that 80s aspect, to life, really. So from there, I pretty much gathered this project. I was ready to go, and I launched my first single called "Bad Behavior" in I think it was mid 2018. It was like summertime.
Okay. And
I was out in New York at the time, because simultaneously what happened was I was invited. So this is a kind of like a complex story, but I'll try to run through it really quick. So my agent at the time, because I hired an agent while we were working on the Motion Epic stuff, just to advice and see how we can push this project, because I was really at a point in my life where I'm like, I really got to go all in on this, you know. Yeah. And I had to find someone I trusted, so I reached out to my ex-PR agent. I'm like, "Do you know anybody?" And she's like, "Yeah, we'll reach out to this person and that person." And so they were kind of reaching out to me with opportunities outside of the Motion Epic. And so I was asked to audition for a television show in the U.S.
Oh, cool.
It was on Fox at the time. I don't know if you remember. It didn't last very long. It was a show called The Four.
The Four. And
I believe the judges, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember, but I think DJ Khaled was one of them.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, I think P. Diddy was there, which is really strange.
Yeah, you're right. It was P. Diddy.
It was P. Diddy.
It was cancelled, though.
Yeah, it was canceled.
Rival program, okay.
Yeah. So
you were
my agent. So yeah, she reached out to me. She's like, "Listen, I've been pitching you out to, you know, different avenues and stuff, just to give you opportunity." And she's like, the people that were behind this show that was up and coming were interested in having you on the show. So can you like film me some audition tapes? So I had to choose 3 songs. Okay. I think I still have them on private on my YouTube, because I had to upload them and send them over. Yeah. And so they liked what they heard, and they sent me a contract. And so that was the same weekend I launched my first single with the Motion Epic. And I knew the contents of the contract, and it was quite complex. And we read it with a lawyer, and I don't know, like, I kind of am happy that I didn't go ahead and actually do it. Okay, so there was preliminary tapings that I had to go for. And so I did those, and I met some, like, the prelim judges and stuff, and they were like, "Listen, like, we really like it. We're going to let you know if we decide to have you on," and then the official tapings start at this point in time.
Sure.
So after reading the contract, it stipulated that I wasn't allowed to release music during the time. And I already had planned releases every month with Motion Epic songs.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And I was like, do I cancel all that and go on television?
Yeah.
Like at that time, I don't know, like I think there was a couple reasons I stopped myself. I was so nervous the day that our first single came out and that was happening. I got sick. And I think it was just because I was like going nuts.
Yeah, like what's happening?
Yeah, like I
everything's happening at the same time, but nothing really is happening. It's almost there. It
Yeah.
could be, but it's
yeah.
It's all at the same
It was just like a mind fuck, and because it would have been a great opportunity, I think. And I ended up. I don't know if it was food poisoning or just nerves, but I was like,
You vomiting, yeah.
bad.
Shit.
And I'm like, okay, I can't even sing now. Like,
Yeah.
I was like really out of it. And I was like, you know what? Let's launch the song and then we'll see what happens. So, because there was all these like details also, like being involved in a TV show like that, there's like visas involved and all that stuff, you know, like.
Yeah.
It was just so much pressure on me, and I would have to hire a lawyer, get all the paperwork done. It's expensive, so I'm like, if I actually do this show, like it's like I'm hunkering down and I'm just doing that. Like this is a big commitment.
Yeah, for sure.
And I got a little intimidated, I think, and so the song came out and it started picking up and doing well. So I was getting calls where like, the song is doing well. We're getting it pitched on. It's called New Retrowave. It's a channel that is I think it's from New York, and they pick up basically like all the style of new retrowave music, the synthwave music that we do.
Cool.
So they picked up the song and they showcased it. So that really helped us like gain some momentum in the underground synthwave scene.
Yeah.
So we started building a following slowly from that. So, I thank my lucky stars that maybe I didn't end up going on the show because another avenue opened for me.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow.
And
here's a quick question because, guys, look at this. This Miss Pat brought me this. It's a present. To me, it's a present. It's a beautiful looking thing. So I want to. Is this? This is part of Motion Epic, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, there's a few of them. Dude, you're like, wow. Guys, look at this. Look how amazing this is.
Thank you.
Plastified vinyls. Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Now that is 80s vibe at its best.
Risky business. We stole that.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
100% stole it.
This is Saturday night's main event, the wrestling.
Good one. Yeah.
I know, I can tell that.
You're a wrestling fan.
I am.
Yes.
I am.
Yeah, same here.
I might lose some viewers as I say that. But I mean, it doesn't
who
matter.
cares? Yeah.
Wow. So you guys have 4 albums. This one is the roller skate. I mean,
That's
the
our
recreate tank.
more
This is the
recent.
recreate
That's
tank.
exactly what I based it off of. Yeah.
I fucking love it with the bubble gum, man.
Yeah. And
Dude, thank you so much.
Oh my God, please.
This is so
it's an honor to have given to you.
amazing. I can't wait to listen to these.
Yeah, let me know what you think.
I mean, I heard the songs
Yeah,
online, but on vinyl,
It's a different experience for sure.
wow.
Yeah, we got pretty lucky. We signed off with a label in California, and shout out to Max. He's been a gem. He's been putting out my records for the past 5 years.
So cool, man.
Thank you.
Wow. I don't know if you see it, like this is
Wait, hold it up. I'll put it on your cam.
my cam. Wait, there you go. Let's
There you go.
There you go.
There,
You
Yeah.
see it? There you go. See that? A bit higher.
There's missing a record in there because I don't have any more copies. It was Boardwalk Arcadia. That one, sorry. Yeah, that's our most recent. This one came out right before that one.
Okay.
That's our first record repressed.
Wow. The one you were just talking about?
Yeah, the
Okay,
first album, and
this
that one is oh my God, I've lost count. I think it's the fourth release that we put out.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
This is
That's so
great.
cool.
This is
Thank
really.
you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's very. Oh, there's a poster.
Yeah, a little.
Wait, back on your cam. Back on your cam.
Oh, look at it, signed and everything, dudes.
Yeah, those are my band members up there.
Ah, cool.
Oh man, this is there's a whole.
I wrote you a little note there too.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on your show.
Oh, that's so
The
sweet.
best. Oh, keep rock. Oh man, thank you so
Oh
much.
well, thank you. I mean, I'm so happy to be here.
Wow, this is you know what? We're a little I could talk, and anytime I meet someone new, old, it doesn't matter. Like the whole part of this was I could talk with my buddies and people I've known for 20 years, and I'm gonna find out something on the podcast that I never knew. Right? And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
happened.
for sure.
Like I'd be on the podcast and be like, what? One of my friends has no fucking eardrum. He's a singer. I was like,
crazy.
dude, it's 20 years we've did
Gigs and he never told
I
you.
had no fucking clue. And he's like, yeah, man, I have no eardrum,
Oh
so
my
that's why
God.
sometimes I go, well, now I know why your monitor makes it so
Oh my
loud, but
God.
whatever, you know? Like,
Yeah.
and meeting new people, like this is just hearing your experience.
Yeah.
Now, how can we make Montreal, like, so Montreal is home base.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you take from Montreal into, now here's, besides Montreal, Italian family.
Right.
St. Leonard?
No. I was always in the Huntsay card table.
Huntsay Cartierville. Okay, cool. And you went to JFK?
No, Lauren Hill.
Lauren
Forest
Hill.
Gump.
Okay.
So
Okay.
right here.
Wow.
Not far.
Yeah, not far
Yeah.
from here. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's where I grew up. Yeah.
And so a bunch of Italians. Were you in bands during high school?
Yeah,
Were you
I
doing
was
all
in.
that
I was
stuff?
quite a few bands, countless bands. I was in a 50s rock and roll project called The Slacks with my buddy Dan.
I love the name.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we actually during the pandemic we released those songs
I
because
love
we
it.
did them live off the floor. They were a lot of fun.
Okay.
But again, it's Back to the Future inspired because you know when it goes back to the 50s, Johnny B. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So at one point I was obsessed with you know I'm wearing Elvis.
Love
I mean,
Oh,
yeah, I've been to Memphis a few times and I've kissed the ground. So
Wow.
really lucky
That's
for
amazing.
that. You know, I made the drive out a couple times. I really needed to for
Yeah.
my soul.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I still adore some of the projects we had done in the past. But I think like I really did find my footing in this, and luckily like we've built a team around it too, which is really helpful because
So
you
what's
can't
the
do
band?
everything.
Let's give a shout out to the guys. in
Yeah,
the
of
band.
course. So let's start off with Nick.
Yeah.
So he goes by Cali Mocho.
Okay.
He is currently living in Austin, in Texas, which we'll loop back to that later because I've been going out there quite often, which is an awesome city. And then my guitar player.
a lot of music in Austin.
Oh yeah,
A lot of music.
yeah.
I know a buddy of mine plays sax there. He's a
Yeah?
monster sax player there. Yeah.
Oh, what's his name?
Scott McIntosh.
No, I'm not familiar.
Great player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he from here or is he?
He studied here.
Okay.
Actually, it's my wife's ex-boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
But he's a musician and we
Well,
played together.
that's
years ago,
amazing.
so-
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, great comedy scene too. It's up and coming out there.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
Austin.
yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah,
of music there,
yeah. And so my guitar player is from Reno, Nevada,
Okay.
and we met by accident on Instagram. I started putting out this project, right? And these guys were in the same genre that I was producing music out of. And we would see each other on live chats when the bigger artists from the scene were doing like live stuff.
Okay.
And I would see like their names pop up and stuff, and they would communicate amongst each other. I'm like, you know what? Let me reach out to them and
let me get in this,
Yeah, let
little-
me see what's going on.
Let's make it a trio.
And so so Nick, what ended up happening was I stumbled upon his profile, and he was putting out instrumental music, and so I started listening to his stuff, and it was just like magic to me because I would play his stuff in the car while I was driving, and I was coming up with melodies like left, right, and center.
Oh.
So I was like, something's here, something's up.
Yeah.
So I hit him up and he's like, dude, who are you? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm serious. Like, I think we should write music together. Like, he's like, what are you talking about? Like, my stuff's not great. And he was just like so humble. And I'm like, no, dude, I think you have something, you know? And we began talking and we started realizing how, like,
In
it was
sync
just
you-
in sync we were.
Wow.
And also the fact that he grew up in Albany, 3 hours away from here, and coming up to Montreal. And then we synced up the, because my family used to go to Wildwood, and we would link up.
We were probably there at the same time.
Yeah,
too.
that's it. Yeah,
Sure.
I'm positive. And so we were linking up dates, and we're like, holy crap! Like we crossed paths in our life, and we
Wow.
never knew each other. And so his family, Italian as well. So many similarities.
Yeah.
And then so we started writing music together, and we started meeting up. So I started heading out in Austin, and he would come up to Montreal. We would meet everywhere in between,
Yeah.
and just write music together and build the project.
Wow.
And then later on is when Aaron came on. And
Okay.
Aaron, he was out west, right? So
And he plays
guitar.
Guitar. Okay.
Yeah, and so he was like just the right fit. I would send him songs and he would just understand what to play
Gotcha.
and where to play.
Sweet.
And I was just like, this guy's got to be a part of it. So the first time we linked up
So
us
it's
three together,
vocals, guitar, and
and Nick plays keys.
keys. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And they're very well versed. Both of them are great instrumentalists. Like they all play every instrument.
Okay.
They're one of those guys, and that's how Nick fills in on live bands out in Austin. He plays a bit of everything. He's that call guy where he's like guitar, keys, whatever. So it's very nice to have them, that ability. So when we write in a trio, we got them on different instruments and stuff. So the first time we met up all together was in Reno, and when we did Saturday Night Motel Music, that record. It was just a really funny experience because I knew them both, but they didn't meet together. And so I remember the first night we got into the studio to start writing, they were bonding over I Love You Always Forever by Donna Lewis.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a
They're
good
like,
song.
yeah, they were both like, that's my favorite song, dude. And I'm like, what the heck? That's so weird, okay?
random,
Like, out of
but
all the
yeah.
songs like we ever talked about, and they were just like so excited to have met, and that's where it flourished. Like that evening, the first evening, we started writing together, and
Okay.
that's how it became a
Sweet.
trio.
Wow. Okay. Cool. So the style, that's now you've made it your own. That's the Motion Epic is releasing songs, are there live shows that comes with this? Like, you do album launches and
Yeah,
stuff
well,
like that?
we try because we were obviously not all in the
Yeah.
same time zone and same area. But we make it a point to meet often throughout the year.
Okay.
We'll just meet at each other's,
Yeah.
places.
Or whatever.
Yeah, it's easy for me. Like, I mean, within a couple hours, I'm in Austin, right?
Yeah.
And like, obviously out west is a little further, but it's still like, I mean, the flights are great and stuff.
Yeah.
And
What is it, 4 or 5 hours?
yeah, that's it. It's not even. Yeah. And even out west, same thing.
Yeah.
So we make it a point to meet up and write together and really like bring out the project. And we did a few showcases. It wasn't necessarily like touring or anything, but we did some showcases. We did some a showcase in New York City, which most of our fan base, just by looking at our analytics and stuff, is mostly in LA, New York, and then London for some reason, and some European countries.
It's funny,
which
eh?
It's
Sometimes.
so weird, yeah.
The Damn Truth. I don't know if you know the Damn
Yeah,
Truth.
yeah, yeah. I'm friends with Dave.
Oh, okay, you're friends with Dave. Oh, Dave's a great guy,
Yeah.
trainer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a huge. I mean, besides Montreal,
Yeah.
in North America, but in like
Europe,
Europe, they do a tour in Europe. And
It's amazing.
Good on them.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
How it goes there. It's like, how does it?
I mean, the power of the internet, right?
Yeah,
like, I mean,
yes,
that's
yes.
the thing. Like, even for us, like, we accidentally found out we had a big following in Russia, and it was like through a fan that hit me up on Instagram, and was like,
You don't mind?
sure, yeah, and she's like, you should go on this app called VK, which is their like Facebook,
Okay.
and write up the Motion Epic because there's a lot of people posting your songs, and on that app you can post songs onto it. I don't know how it works. I
Yeah.
really don't understand the culture, but I was scrolling for like 15, 20 minutes and be like, what the heck? They're posting our stuff, and they're like, and I would see people out in like nightclubs, and our music would be playing. So I was like, what is going on in Russia?
Look, we're talking about it. Let's feature.
Sure.
So is this a song that's gonna come out?
So yes, we recorded a live in studio performance in Austin.
Really cool. Okay.
Yeah, well, we were out there.
Well, let's play it now, and I'm gonna watch it now
Sure.
for the first time, and then they'll be able to see it. So it's gonna be cool. What a guitar sound, bro.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, he knows his tones.
Sounds great, like that beautiful tone. You sound great, man.
Thank you, thank you.
So it's unreleased, this song.
Yeah. Oh, this is a live performance of one of our existing songs.
Okay, it's already.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a little clip.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
And it's called
It's called Home.
Home.
So we recorded 5 songs. I would say some of our favorite songs from our catalog
Okay.
of releases. We just decided on some songs that we felt we could kind of bring out in a different way as a trio live. Unfortunately, we have to backtrack quite a bit of it because we're only 3. So yeah, we thought it would be a great idea to maybe showcase some of the songs that we felt were a little lost and throughout the timing we've put out music. And also give the ability to Nick and Aaron to be a part of some of the older songs that they didn't get a chance to be a part of.
That's very
Yeah.
good. Okay.
So.
And so now, I mean, you have other projects on the run as well.
Right, yeah.
Always releasing different type of music and stuff like that.
So our sax player, he's back in Australia right now.
Okay.
He that was a weird coincidence.
Well, I know a guy in Austin. If ever you're there,
Well,
you need a sax
yeah,
player.
thank you. I'm gonna hit you up about that if we may need him, because we're gonna try to go out and play more shows hopefully in the future. Crossing fingers, hopefully.
Yeah.
Sorry, because his name is Max Cruz, his project name,
Okay.
but his name is Ben. So I was like,
Max Ben,
Maximum Ben. So while we were working on the second record here, I haven't formed the band yet.
Okay.
We put out some music, and Ben miraculously out of nowhere, like it was like a gift from the universe, because my producer and I were talking, we were like, we need a sax player, you know.
Yeah.
And doesn't this guy randomly message me like, I heard one of your songs on a synthwave channel. Would you like me to play sax on one of your songs? So I check his profile, and he's Cirque du Soleil band leader.
What's his name?
Benjamin Harrison.
Benjamin Harrison. No.
Yeah, he was a band leader on multiple. Yeah,
wow.
for 12 years touring, him and his wife.
With Cirque du Soleil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was from Australia. He was living out here for a little bit. And so we invited him out in the studio, and I'm telling you, like within like 15 minutes of watching him play, I was just like, Jesus Christ, like, this is crazy.
Wow.
So
awesome.
we were very fortunate to have met him. And so he played on a few of my releases, and then he hit me up one day, and he's like, listen, I want to launch my own, because he's always been releasing jazz music.
Yeah, I got you.
And he's got great stuff. So if you check out Benjamin Harrison, check it out. It's really good jazz.
Okay.
So he started this Max Cruz project and asked me if I wanted to front his project.
Beautiful.
So I started singing and writing with him, and we produced quite a few songs together. And they're in our. If you check out the Motion Epic, it'll be in featured. There's a ton of songs, just him and I. Yeah. And we put out quite a few tracks with him. Cool. So I'm very lucky to have been a part of his project that's kicking off as well. I guess I have a sort of also a solo project as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, you're always the product of
right.
Pat. You know, so your artist name is always Pat DiMeo, right?
Yeah. Like aside from the projects, and I just love songwriting and producing music, and I'm constantly doing it. Luckily, because of the Motion Epic and what we've been doing with that has been giving me the ability to be able to find myself in other projects as well. I just like that was pretty much how. Cool.
It came so October?
Yes, October 10th, I believe. Is that a Friday? I can't remember, but
I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It is.
All right. Perfect. Yeah. So that is the launch of our Live at Orb sessions in Austin.
Okay. Cool.
And so for the next couple months, we're going to be launching a song a month. Of us performing live, so we'll have the video context video in context with the music.
Okay.
So that was great that we got to film it and record it, and we got it mixed and everything, and now we're launching that. So that's like gonna be pretty much taking us into the new year, because we put a delay on our record. There's been a couple things that we want to. We've been working really hard at our new album, and we felt like we were gonna rush it if we were to put it out this year. Gotcha. So we're putting a little bit of pumping the brakes a little bit after all these releases we've done. We want people to listen to our current catalog a little more. And then we'll go into
and it gives you time to your brain, like sometimes a little bit of time will make you look at what you've done differently.
Yes.
Because your zone, your mind frame changes, and maybe you might say, oh, you know what? After this break, I kind of feel something a little different. I feel it's a little bit too, I don't know. It could be gloomy, could be happy, it could be whatever. You might change. You might change what you feel. And again, rushing is not the best.
Yeah, and we've done that like on their most recent record, High Rollers. We had a goal in mind. We met up in Reno to do that record, and we had a week, and we're like, we're gonna write, and I'm gonna do all the vocals. And, like, it was crazy. We were
in a week.
Yeah, we did everything in a week.
Fuck.
And then it was crazy. What the fuck? It was crazy. Like, but we
had ideas already. Right?
Yeah. We brought ideas to the table, and then we kind of pretty much formed the record within the first day. But like, keep in mind, like, we probably only slept like 3 hours a night. Like, it was really intense. Oh. Like, we did it because not only we didn't have a lot of time, but it was also just to test ourselves. I think it was just like a.
If I don't kill you by the end of this week, we're gonna stay forever together.
Yeah.
We're gonna write forever.
That's it. So, I got there a few days earlier. We set it up, and then we set up the record, and then it was just go on from there. Wow. Like, it was a lot of fun. But then, like, looking back, Aaron would hit me up.
Did you record everything in studio, like home?
Yeah. So originally, like, for the first few records, I did them with Andreas in his studio. Yeah. But now I'm more and more recording on my own. Sure. Just having the confidence to do it myself now after so many years of like, I get it. How many takes I need to do, and now I know my voice, and so we did the entirety of that album within that time span, and like, Aaron had messaged me after the release and was like, dude, we should have probably taken some time for some of these songs. But you know what? Like, I mean, that's the beauty of it as well. Like John Mellencamp, some of his records were done in a certain amount of time.
Didn't Zeppelin record and they rented a mansion?
Yes.
And they recorded the whole album.
Yeah. Like,
just to get that sound.
Right. And that's the bass, yeah. And I don't know how long it took them necessarily, but yeah. So we wanted to just like try that. Like, we're going to be creative in this time, and that's our limit. And obviously then there's post-production stuff, there's all the glitter.
Mixing, mastering it.
Which makes it better.
100%.
Yeah.
It's funny how mastering changes the whole sound. Like,
it's insane.
Oh, I didn't think it was that important.
Right, man, and elements come up in the mix when you finally hear a proper master. And so our mastering engineer actually he's out in Ohio. And I'm so grateful because we've oddly had trouble mastering our stuff throughout the years. Like, we just didn't like the way it was sounding, and he nailed it every time.
Oh, wow.
He just knew what to do with the sound.
Yeah.
So that's how.
So is there another style that you want to touch before? Like, or you're going to stay? I know it's your baby, but sometimes creative, do you say, hey, you know what? I wonder if I can just write a rock album.
I'm happy you bring that up. Yeah. So I'm kind of like, at this moment, producing, it's sort of in the realm of Billy Idol. It's still kind of like 80s, like late 80s and 90s rock. Actually, like new wave a little bit. I'm trying that out. I'm working with actually a producer from Argentina that I again accidentally met online.
What is happening?
If you need anybody, I'll
the accidentals.
Wow. Yeah, he was producing stuff, and I'm like, shit, like, I'll hit this guy up too, like, see what's up. And it just so happens, I guess, like, after a few friendly conversations, like, are you down to try something out? Like, yeah. And it's been a couple months, and we gathered a few songs, and I want to see like where it goes from here. I'm just trying some stuff out.
That's what it is nowadays. Eh? It's so funny. A friend of mine, I don't know if you know December Rose.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, December Rose. I work with her all the time, and she has that whole. And once in a while, I'm older, obviously, and I sit with her. We talk. And we have gigs, and so and she has these stories. I met this guy on Instagram. We decided to write a song, and I'm like, what the fuck? I grew up in the. I know a guy here, call him, we get together, we jam for an hour. Yeah, this guy's good, and then it was different. Instagram is, it was like, because I never really trusted anyone on Instagram because I felt it was.
I get it. I understand.
I felt it could be so fake. Like I would go check
100%.
out a guy at the rock pile.
Yeah,
100%. Playing live, and like, oh man, this guy can fucking shred.
Right,
you know?
exactly. You got to get to know the person.
You
online
gotta get to know
before
them.
you even decide to meet up or anything. And that's the thing.
Everybody's a star on
that's
on
it.
social media.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then you're like, you hear them live, you're like, that's not what I saw. It's not even close. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I got to trust a little bit more. and
for sure.
Put myself
Yeah.
out there more. But still, they're interesting stories. A guy in
Thank you.
Argentina. And,
Yeah, he
Wow.
like came out of nowhere really. I mean, I was listening to some of his stuff and I'm like, again, another guy that I could probably collab with.
Yeah.
And I just hit it up. We worked out something and it just, we're just producing on the side for fun.
Beautiful.
And I'll see what happens with that music. I mean, I can always introduce it to the Motion Epic. I don't really know at this point, but I mean, that's the beauty of like being able to, I guess, kind of like dab into different genres and stuff. Also, it's just like it builds your musicality, I'm sure you know because you play in so many bands as well. So
I mean, sure. The more you can, sometimes there's some projects you take for, you do it. Like I've done one that I did one. It was harder music, but it was like once a week rehearsal. It's not that I want to say I don't do that, but once a week rehearsal is like playing 2-3 times a week. Once a week is like, no, we put together shows, and I've put together tons of shows where we have 2, maybe 3 rehearsals depending on how complex, and that's it. Like we learn the stuff at home. When we get there, it's a fine tuning here and there. So I don't, I'm not going to rehearse for 6 months every week. Yeah. But I took one project that I did that because I said, well, you know what? I'm not going to look at it as a rehearsal for it's practicing my chops playing drums.
Yeah.
This type of music I don't do very often, so I'm going to practice. It's a development project, and it's the same idea, right?
Right, exactly.
The more you do, the better you get at it, the faster. So what would be a day in the life now of Pat DiMeo? Like what's the singer songwriter?
Right.
The live performances are with video. I mean, I'm sure you play some places.
Occasionally, but
but it's mainly writing and producing.
It's mostly in studio performances.
So what's
right
a day
now,
in the life of Pat DiMeo? Like what's the regime?
It's the timeline. Well, I guess like how can I put it? I mean, like I'm also a video editor and I do video. So those videos I'm editing myself.
Oh, that's amazing. Cool.
So I tend to spend a little bit of time doing that throughout the day.
So don't look at the equipment we have here.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is awesome. So yeah, I mean, like we have ongoing projects too. So a lot of the actual graphics for the band and stuff, like I get it outsourced, but at the same time I'm kind of plugging things together myself too. For Instagram, like creating content and stuff. It's always a thing that I kind of tackle in the morning because it's the stuff that we have to do, but it's not my favorite thing. You know what I mean? But we have to do it. So it's like it's planning. It's I'll have my coffee, relax, figure that stuff out, and then I'll head into the studio. And I'll, pick up ongoing projects that we have, songwrite here and there. If Max Crew sends me a song, we've got to, work on that today.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that. And then, I try to just fill my day with music, really. And then from there, sometimes if I need to take a break.
You take care of all the business aspects?
Yes. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. So it falls on me, unfortunately. So like the emails and stuff like that, it's... I'm kind of happy to be doing it too, just because it's hard when you have multiple heads, and then you're like communication-wise, it's like, what did the guy tell you? I don't know. I don't remember. So like I know I'll collect all the information.
Yeah.
And and wherever I need to find inspiration too with traveling and stuff, that really helps. Honestly, like not being in the same place all the time. I like to consider myself a nomad, but it gets quite costly. So I always come back to home base, unfortunately. But fortunately too, sometimes you just need to be home with family and stuff,
true,
and it kind of reset. And like getting time to watch your favorite movies and stuff like that. So there's time. There's a time and place for everything. I try to. The thing is, like I'm pretty obsessed with it, I would say. So I'm day and night onto this. But having the ability also to be creatively, to express myself creatively and doing video editing and stuff like that. Motion graphics and stuff just kind of takes me away a little bit. As my side job as well. So it's.
And so if you had to tell the audience right now, if they've never heard a motion epic song, let's say, what's the song
That's a good question.
you're most proud of, or you think will hook them? Like I said, I heard Heartbreakers, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Great tune. Like I'm
Yeah.
hooked. I'm hooked with that one. What's the one song you'd say? Well, if you gotta pick one song to check out as the first one, check this one out.
You know what? I'm gonna side you on Heartbreakers just because we have a large catalog of music that I'm really fortunate to have. Honestly, I'm really grateful. But I'm like, there's like 2-3 songs that are coming in my head. I would choose Heartbreakers for the sole purpose that it's brought us a little bit more success, I think.
Okay.
It's featured in 2 indie films. One came out already.
Oh wow.
Which is called Going Postal. It's a documentary film, and it's also coming out. It's also going to be placed in another indie film from a director out in the UK, which is it's a very heavily 80s inspired film that's coming out.
Great,
I think this
okay.
year, next year, called Stargazers. It's very Stranger Things.
Yeah. Okay.
And that vibe. So our song fits perfectly in the film. So I would have to say, I think Heartbreakers.
That's the one. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
We'll do that.
I mean, all of it's a perfect product.
Thank you.
It looks good. It sounds good. Vocally amazing. Lyrically, it's awesome. Like really, hats off to you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
It's really good. So? I guess I mean, you seem super happy with where you are in life, in the sense that I feel you've succeeded in the sense that. For me, success is if I'm able to do what I love doing every day.
Yeah.
To me, that's success.
Right.
So for me, you've already succeeded. But what would be if you had to say like that one goal that you wanna, other than like that's. I don't want to say it'll never happen.
Sure, yeah, no.
Being realistic, we all want to be Michael Jackson, that.
Yeah.
But what would be your realistic goal that you're aiming for you, for the motion epic,
right.
for all of it? Like, what's?
I think I guess to see the world with the music. I think that's my next big goal, is to have the ability to be sustaining this more full-time thing.
Yeah.
Because right now, I'm very grateful for where we are at right now. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it can stay like this.
Yeah.
But
every time you fly somewhere or you go for weddings, you have to think about, cost this, that.
But that's it. It eats into your budget.
You kind of want to get to the point where you say, for me, it would be like, well, if I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
To me, that would be my next goal.
It's a very good point.
Yeah.
And I think just being able to be with the guys a little bit closer, also just have the ability to perform at length, touring the world a little bit more to, a little bit more. I mean, start touring the world. I mean, that would be great.
Well, yeah. Of course.
We haven't done it.
Nowadays, it's too hard.
It's hard. It's
I don't
hard.
wanna say too hard.
You're right. Yeah.
It's a big ass investment.
It is.
It's not like
people don't get it.
it's super.
That's the thing. It's so expensive. You're right, and that's what I think always puts the brakes. Is like, okay, we can go ahead and do a record, and we know that we're gonna have some sort of ROI.
Traction.
Yeah,
But the amount of money
and
made on a record that has traction is not the same like it used to be.
Exactly.
You would
That's
go
another
on
thing.
tour to promote, and the album does well while you're making money.
Right.
Now it's, so I would go on tour for free because
Mm-hmm.
I know it's gonna if I get 300 people in a club and 15 of them buy my album, and I do that 500 times, I'm selling albums.
Yes.
I'm making money.
Yeah.
Now
It's a little.
you gotta front that fucking big bill.
Yeah.
To stay and equipment and venues and ticket sales and this and all
Merch
that.
and everything. Yeah.
All of it, you got to front it. And if your album sells, it looks good, but it'll give you more opportunity too, because you're getting numbers. But
that's it. Yeah.
Selling 1,000 albums now, quote unquote, it's not sold; it's streamed. So
Yes.
it's good.
Yeah.
But there's no money.
But that's the thing. Yeah. So that's why we're fortunate to have the physical, also from the ability to release vinyl. But still, at that, it's like you said.
This is an art piece. This is
that was like one of my biggest dreams of starting a project was having the tangible thing, and we got there. But yeah, it's still like you said. It's there's always that next up. It's like, how can we sustain this. And I keep going back to the term in my mind full time, but that's really the reality of it.
Yeah.
It's just like the Motion Epic is my day to day, like just as Kings of Leon or Stereophonics, all these big bands do, like that's their life.
That's their life.
So how do we make this our life? That's I think my overall big goal. I think
100%.
next is, because right now it's like periods of time throughout the year.
Yeah.
Whereas like how can we, for majority of the year.
It's the year, and I want to take the month off for my vacation.
Yes,
and then go back to my music. Yeah, 100%.
That's what it is. And now it's still a bit of a struggle. We're very grateful for the things that have happened. Like we're very lucky to the labels that have helped us too, and that have brought us into this world, the retrowave and synthwave community, which the fans are just so amazing.
I think that music is gonna come, like, it's already touching.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to come on strong.
We're seeing it in even in films and stuff. I think
it's coming back. Yeah. Like it's that vibe is, it's already being. I mean, The Weeknd kind of.
Yeah.
He's not far.
He dove into the synthwave stuff.
He dove into that stuff, and it's not far. And I mean, it's synthwave, but it's 80s, man. It's an 80s vibe.
But around the time that he released that stuff, I'll be honest, I think our music gained a little bit of momentum because I noticed like the playlists that were coming through, they were putting The Weeknd and our music with it.
Yeah, it sounds. It's very. I don't want to say similar. It's not similar, but the sound is definitely. I think there's gonna be more and more artists. The Weeknd kind of started. And there's going to be more people looking up to them and doing that sound, and it's gonna come around, man.
I hope so.
It's good shit.
Thank you.
It's the vibe is good. Where can we find, like, what's the Instagram handle for the
so everything at the Motion Epic.
At the Motion Epic, okay.
And also we have a Komi, which is like a link tree. So if you do motionepic.komi. I probably screwed that up. Anyway, it's on our profile and on Instagram. So I think that's the best way to go is Instagram. It's where our main profile is. All our
and yourself, Pat DiMeo. This is another.
It's my own thing. I started back up my Instagram page not too long ago, about a year or two ago, because I was just the Motion Epic all the way. But then I'm like, I should have my own personal life too a little bit on there. So I opened up an account recently.
You don't know who you can collab with, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
Amazing. Okay, so that's that would be the guys. Please, Montreal act, but is now a world traveled. And
I guess we call ourselves an international band.
International band. But the sound is really cool. You heard live recording. But dig into, like I said, check out Heartbreakers. Listen to that one, and you'll get hooked, and you'll love it, and you'll go check out more stuff. So check them out. Pat, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a long time coming, but we finally made it happen. We have to cheers one more time.
We should do it again soon.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Next time the guys are in town.
Yeah. That would be great.
We'll do a live session. You can perform.
Yeah, no, honestly, that would be a really good idea.
We'll do a little performance. We'll do a little...
They'll be here soon.
That'll be awesome, man.
I'd love to do that.
That'll be amazing. Lisa, thank you so much.
Very welcome.
You were spot on with
Lisa.
the research.
That was quick. Yeah, it's so great.
Those figures, they're fast.
I was so grateful that you brought it up because I was about to like blank out for a second. Because sometimes when you get nervous, you're like, what the?
She has the fastest thumbs ever. Super fast.
Amazing.
Guys, all of you, our sponsors, of course, thank you so much. Thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe, leave comments, reach out to Pat. He's amazing. Listen to their music. Man, thank you so much once again.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We'll be back. We'll have more sessions with Pat DiMeo and Motion Epic and all the projects.
Awesome.
Guys, thank you so much. Have a good night. Sessions with Stef is done.